Okay, so make sure I'm printing the Module 3 review off. Again, just as we always say, this isn't the test, but if you know how to do these problems, you're going to do fine. You'll be able to definitely pass the test. All right, so the first question is, explain how to determine whether a given graph is one-to-one. All right, so it's easy. That's pretty easy. It's if it's one-to-one, it's got to pass the horizontal line test. So I'm just going to put two different graphs on here. Now notice that this graph, if I draw a horizontal line, it's going to hit the graph 3 times. So that means it's going to have 3 y values that are the same. Now remember, when we find inverses, we switch the x and y. So the y values will become x values, which means we'll have 3 x values that are the same, and we can't have that. So if it isn't one-to-one, the function will not have an inverse function. So this one right here fails the horizontal line test, which I'll call the HLT. And this one right here, if I draw horizontal lines, it will only hit it once. So this one passes the HLT. So if it fails the HLT, it's not one-to-one and it won't have an inverse. If it passes the HLT, the horizontal line test, it is one-to-one and it will have an inverse function. All right, part B, choose from below which diagram shows the graphs of two inverse functions, and why did we choose this graph? All right, so remember that when you are finding inverses, you switch the x and y. Graphically, that means you fold the function over or reflect the function over the line y equals x. So notice on each one of these, I'm going to draw the line y equals x. So that's y equals x, that's y equals x, that's y equals x. Okay, so if I take this graph right here and I fold it, will the top graph fold onto the bottom graph? And the answer is quite clearly yes. If I take the second graph, it will not fold over on top of it, and neither will the third. So the only one that's going to work is graph A. And that is question 1.